Did you premonition this?
Did I fucking call it? There's no way.
Why don't you go ahead and read that? Why don't you go ahead and read that title of this?
Am I the asshole for looking through my girlfriend's phone?
I mean, this is. I'm not gonna lie. This is really difficult for me to not say a answer immediately. Do you know?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm
It's
like,
hard for me.
My immediate inclination. My immediate is. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't know what it has to say for it to not be, but it's gotta be some.
There could be the suspicion of cheating, and like maybe you've suspected for a while, and shit's coming to a head, and like, does that still? I don't know. I guess
I guess we'll find out. The difficulty level on this one is at a. I'm excited to see the Dicky. I'm excited to see the Dicky the Dicky results here.
64% asshole, 36% not.
I don't think that's ever happened. Has that for at least
community holes? Absolutely
community.
not.
Yeah, I don't think that's happened for community.
Never.
Wow.
We've never had a mostly asshole vote.
I am so excited for this one.
Wow. Oh, community holes getting fucking spicy. Let's go. This is an older story, and my partner at the time and I have since broken up. But I, 18-year-old F at the time, was with a 20-year F. We got together when I was 17, 19. Okay, that's not all right. 17, and I found out after about 2 months of being together that she had gone to jail. I need to fucking quit doing this. I need to stop doing this.
Where are we right now? Oh.
I found out about 2 months of being together that she had gone to jail for having sexual relations with a 15-year-old at age 18. I had gotten sick and had been hospitalized on and off with a blood disorder for the whole summer we were together. I didn't think much about her having relations with a minor due to the fact that we were only 1.5 years apart in age. We had a pretty good relationship for about 9 months. We would go on dates. She would drive me to my infusions and treatments for my blood disorder. She would stay with me when I didn't want to be alone while I was sick. This post is gonna make me sad, isn't it? Oh no. Our first Christmas together, she had to go out of town for a couple weeks to see her mom. Oh no. Oh no. When she came back around New Year, she started getting a little distant. Oh no. I looked past it because she had spent so much time with me for the past 8-ish months, so I understand needing a little space. January 20th rolled around and I turned 18, and we went out for a date and then to our friend's house. While there, an older friend of hers, who was friends with the girl who put my girlfriend in jail, was there talking about my girlfriend's ex. This post is getting so wild. I'm flailing.
I know you're flailing. I know. I see it. I see you flailing. I see you flailing.
I got on what I thought was Mr. Bubbly Top's Fun Time Bumper Cars, and it turns out it's Screaming Bad Hellscapes Ride into Hell and Outer Space at the same time. As they kept talking about it, I could see the friend looking at me weird and giving me dirty looks, but I tried to brush it off because I'm a bit overweight and the guy didn't really know me. This makes my heart hurt.
Yeah, this is not a fun story.
This is not a fun story. So the night goes on and he is starting to make me uncomfortable. So I asked if we could go home and she reluctantly agreed. The next 2 days, I didn't really hear from her and I knew she was hanging with friends, but I didn't know who. So I logged into her Messenger account, which she gave me the password and email to, and looked to see where she was. When I opened her messages, I noticed her talking to the girl that sent her to jail, and they had been calling and talking on the phone for hours and sending heart eye emojis and hearts through text.
What? Wait, what? The person who sent her to jail? That is the craziest twist. Beeps once off the ride. Beeps once off the ride. Right
My
now.
soul has left my body and my heart has been shat out of my asshole. I then screenshot and asked her about it, and she snapped back at me asking why I was going through her messenger. Because you gave me the login information already.
Yeah, why give? Well, I mean, I'm trying to think of like the point of giving someone that information if that's not the reason,
Right?
You know, to look at it. You know what I mean?
I tried
what other reason?
What other reason? I don't like the wording of person who sent them to jail and not like victim. Right. I tried to explain that it was because I wasn't sure where she was and was getting worried because I hadn't heard from her in a few days. And so I just wanted to know if she was at our friend's house. She then told me that I was over controlling and that I had no right to check her messages. She told me that she was losing her grip on her manipulation over me, that I was getting too nosy, and that I discovered her cheating on me with the person that she had sexual relations with while she was a minor, and that she was getting angry at me for discovering that the ruse was over. She also told me that she was planning on breaking up with me because I didn't appreciate her enough. Are you sure about that? Or are you a predator? And she turned 18.
That's a lot.
I was devastated because I had always told everyone about how I finally felt comfortable being myself with someone and I actually felt loved. So to hear that she thought that, I was devastated. Now, 4 years later, I still sit here wondering if I was the asshole for looking through her messages. Also, about 4 months after we broke up, she had been sent back to jail for sexual misconduct with the same minor as the first time. I'm nauseous.
Notice that at that last sentence is talking about, you know, it was clear that it was the minor and the ex versus them saying it was the person that put them in jail.
Right.
You know? So I think that
no, you are being manipulated in such a huge way. And it also seems like you were, this is so fucked up to say and think about, but you were quote unquote safe, rebound, waiting until it was appropriate to go engage with the same girl, and then she still got put back in jail for assaulting that same victim. Yeah, slowly sinking in that the groomer was a groomer and evil. Yeah, use the word victim and not the person that sent your ex to jail. This is a victim of grooming. I don't think you should feel bad for going through a groomer's messages to find out that she was still grooming. Yeah,
which she gave you the information to log in.
She gave you the information to look at this, and it is now accused. Suspecting someone you're close to and trust may actually be a horrible person in the same way as their past is one of the short lists of valid reasons to look at someone's messages. Yeah. I have a feeling the ex phrased it as girl who sent me to jail and stuck it to OP. Right. I feel sorry for OP that they still somehow miss them and blame themselves. Right. No. This is... I know that a bunch of strangers on the internet reading your story here is probably not going to instantaneously fix your self-worth, but like, this is in no way your fault. And this person manipulated the shit out of you. This person is a sexual predator, a groomer, and you were manipulated in a huge way here. And I want to say dodged a bullet, but like, she obviously affected you in a huge way that is not okay at all. No, you're not an asshole. And honestly, you were 17 also, and also a victim. This is not your fault. You are not the asshole. And I'm begging you to go to therapy if you're not already. Therapy is where you should unpack this 100%.
That's a lot.
And I'm so sorry this happened to you. and I'm so sorry that it is still affecting you in such a way that you think that it's your fault.
4 years later? Did you say 4 years later?
4 years later.
Wow.
God damn. Hugs. Hugs to you. Oh. This could literally go either way.
It could. It's very 50-50.
I made a D&D reference earlier.
You did. Dude, this is wild. This is crazy. All right. Am I the asshole for killing a player character in D&D? I, 25 male, am one of the DMs for our D&D group. Interesting.
Huh.
We usually play once a month.
Oh.
Everyone who wants to DM gets to do it every once in a while.
Ooh, okay. Ooh.
Okay.
We've got the ingredients for some drama.
We sure do. I started DMing a homebrew Halloween-themed adventure, which should take about 2 to 3 sessions.
Okay.
It is designed as a one-time thing. So, it doesn't connect to other adventures, but it would easily be possible if we wanted it to.
Okay.
Because of the pandemic and some other scheduling issues, we got to continue that adventure 1 year after the first session. Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. So most of the players couldn't remember what it was fully about, and 2 new players joined our group in the meantime. Within that year. Right? As the DM, I made adjustments, which means changed challenge ratings, introduced a plot NPC who would tell them at least the relevant story parts again, etc. About 1 hour before the final 3rd session, one of the 2 newer players canceled. Let's call her Barbara.
There it is.
I am not a fan of pocket dimension taverns or similar concepts to avoid NPC-ifying a player character for a session. Okay.
That sentence right there makes me start to lean asshole. I don't agree with this, so I just like killing my players instead.
So, I took over their character for this session. Bring him out! It was pretty easy to do, since their character was the stoic type. Most of the time, they followed the group and said nothing. What the group didn't know was the backstory of Barbara's character.
Not your place to insert.
They attracted the ire of some higher entity in the area and were cursed by them. That's why Barbara's character was there in the first place, and that's how I got them to join the group. Throughout the session, I, as Barbara's character, made remarks on how I was not feeling so good, Mr. Stark, in quotes. This resulted in Barbara's character not taking part in the final fight and staying behind. When the group returned from the fight, they found Barbara's character equipment in a puddle of water. The other players assumed that Barbara's character was dead. They accused me of deliberately killing Barbara's character because I was angry at Barbara for canceling late. I only answered, quote, "Are you sure that her character is dead?" I didn't want to tell them the whole story since the group was bad about metagaming as of late, and I thought it would be a nice plot hook for future connecting sessions if we wanted to continue. They just kept persisting on what a silly idea it was to kill a player character out of spite, and if I really didn't have a better solution to Barbara not being here. I kept repeating myself, "Are you sure that her character is dead? Did you look for clues?" There was no point in arguing since the BBEG,
Big Bad Evil Guy,
thank you, was defeated, and they, some not all, didn't want to explore anymore.
We found your equipment laying in a pile of water. You're dead, and we're not gonna look for you.
They just kept questioning my motives. I didn't know what else to tell them, so we ended the session. but I don't feel good about this ending. So, beeps in chat, am I the asshole for killing a player character in D&D? Killing is in quotes. I would also appreciate it if you could give any tips on how I have handled the situation, how I could have handled the situation differently.
Okay.
Edit 1, which I'm excited for this one. Edit 1, yes, there was some other tension going on in the group. I got wind of it a few weeks later. The other new player was one regular player's girlfriend, and he had the plan to introduce her to the group through this adventure, but it didn't work out as he planned. So the regular was going to introduce...
This said the other new player was one of the regular player's girlfriends. So the one that showed up was?
Yes.
Yeah.
The rest of the group didn't talk much to her in-game or just made snarky comments in-game. Imagine a group of Astarions in-game. So he felt
would leave
as if
that table so fast. Are you kidding me? The Astarion archetype only works if there's one.
Too many Astarions. So he felt as if we didn't approve of his girlfriend. That is the first edit. Edit number 2. This adventure did never continue.
Rip.
Yes. Yes, Barbara would have gotten a solo session to tie things together, but she did not know beforehand that this would happen. And to get one thing clear, no, Barbara's character is not dead, just alive in a different form. Winky face.
You already know your players are bad at metagaming. You already know your players are a group of fucking Astarions. It sounds like your players kind of fucking suck, actually.
Yeah.
So I feel like it would be not a reach to be like, they're gonna assume that she's dead and blame me for it, you know?
Yeah, if your players in a D&D session cannot correctly take your hint of you saying multiple times, "Are you sure that this player is dead?"
Yeah, and then you said, "Did you look for clues?" Like you said, "Are you sure she's dead?" And behind you was a giant neon marquee sign that says, "No, she's fucking not." And they were like, "I can't believe you killed her out of spite. How dare you?"
That's just not a group that I would want to play with.
No,
really.
It's not a hint anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, I think for the first time on community submissions, I'll posit this to you, Sandy, and also the community. I think I'm leaning towards everyone sucks here.
I got like that.
I think I'm going to everyone sucks here. Like if Babs knows her character is fake dead, then okay. But if her character, quote unquote, died in game, then all the other players told her about it and not the DM, that's weird and seems mean. True. Sometimes you do just have to fucking heavy-hand it as a DM. Yeah, your players aren't fucking getting it. You're giving them all the signs in the world. You just gotta be like, she's not fucking dead, you absolute morons. She's not dead. I didn't kill her out of spite. She's still alive, just not here. I do think that making her a DMPC was not necessarily the right move, taking control of the character because she's stoic and easy to play, and then using her as a plot device, a plot point, without consulting her first. Not a great move. And
especially if that they were trying to make the story able to be a part of the bigger campaign. Do you know what I mean? Like where it could continue.
Right.
Then I think that was the wrong call. No explanation needed.
No
either.
explanation.
You don't need to explain. Like doesn't even have to be explained. Yeah.
And then work with the character out of game if you do want to continue it afterwards to figure out why she was gone. You'd be like, hey, this is something that we can collaborate on a story together because D&D is a fucking collaborative storytelling game about, hey, your character disappeared, left completely. I didn't explain why. How would you like that to manifest when you come back? We got another fucking update, baby.
Update.
Yes!
Follow up to Am I the Asshole for waiting until my brother and his wife announce they're expecting before telling my parents I can't have kids?
Very short and succinct.
Short.
Let's fucking go.
Short and
Boom.
sweet. Short and sweet. As it turns out, I was stressed over absolutely nothing. Eventually, I did talk to my mom, and she said once she realized it was actually kidney disease and not something temporary like an infection, she knew right away kids would not be an option for me. Both parents understood without me needing to say anything.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
I never considered growing up with the Disney family cult-like, but from the outside, I see it. LMAO. Also, my brother's wife is now pregnant, but less than a month after his surgery with an 18-month recovery time, so we'll see how that goes, I guess.
Oh, no.
Another future update, I guess.
Update number 3.
Update
Let's
number
go. Anyway, yeah, this one, that basically, I'm just going to delete this prediction. Sick. Thank you for that update. That was nice.
Good update.
Good update.
I like the happy updates. I do like the I like the happy updates and the I became the Disney villain to my matriarch auntie, you know.
Yeah.
Those are good updates. Thanks, all. Am I the asshole for not telling my mom that I'm trans or non-binary?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't
not
see
the
it. I
asshole
didn't-
immediately. Like, no,
Yeah.
next question.
I wouldn't say.
A lot of these
Nope.
titles have been not at all. Not even, there's literally nothing you could say that would make you the asshole in this situation. Am I the asshole for not telling my mom that I am trans or NB? No, the coming out experience is unique and the journey is individual to every single person. You don't need to come out to anyone. You don't need to tell anyone. Not a single fucking person are you obligated to tell. So the first annotation here that made me laugh was, note, yes, I know femboy is not the same as trans or non-binary. He thinks they're from a different school. Yeah, you know, femboy is not the same as trans or non-binary, but it could be. It's the square rectangle situation. You know what I mean? Okay, now to the post. Hi, I have suspected I am trans, and now I know non-binary exists. I suspect it might be NB instead. For years, I am AMAB, for the record, assigned male at birth. Throughout the years, when I look in the mirror and I see my own reflection, I have seen my own reflection as a woman. It looks like a woman. Hell yeah, let's go. Nice. 2021 is when I accidentally stumbled upon Egg IRL on Reddit. It was the beginning of 2021. Within the first few months, the mirror thing got more intense after that. Around October of that year, I started buying female clothing, just to try out being a femboy at first. We stand femboys. My parent I live with saw something on my phone that had some sort of connection to a purchase I made. She clicked on it by accident. Oh no. Ooh. I felt like my heart sank. I quickly got my phone away from her. She asked me what she just saw, and I replied it was just a random ad. Quick thinking, but I don't think that's gonna work, buddy. Ever since she has insisted it was a purchase, I roll my eyes. Throughout the years, she has criticized my long hair when I have long hair. When I was younger, I remember a specific memory of her saying, "You look like a jock's prom date."
Jesus.
You're trying to insult me, but let's go gender affirming. Let's go gender affirming, parent. Okay, let's go. You're so right. I would love a jock to plow me on prom night. Thanks, Mom. I appreciate that.
Well, I don't need to tell you if you already know, Mother. I don't know. I don't know why you're upset right now.
You already done been new. She has opened many Amazon packages. Thank goodness none of them are female clothes packages, and has jumped to conclusions on who I am. This year I bought a pink calculator. I had it in my college bag that carries my laptop. I put the pink calculator on the table in my room. It went missing for a little while. I found it around Pride Month in her room. It has never been in her room previous. I guess in my parent I live with's mind, a male with a pink calculator means trans or queer.
Yeah, don't gatekeep my colors, by the way. You know?
You the purple tag, yeah. The purple tags for the bisexuals, right? But like trans girls are gonna buy pink everything. The reverse is also true. I didn't like yellow until I confirmed it was NB, so very real. Stop calling me out. Sorry, Twitter, my bad. Many times she clicks on notifications on my phone by quote unquote accident.
I have a question about this sentence. How often are you letting your mother have your phone?
Quite a few times on trans or non-binary posts about me. Not all the notifications she clicked on were trans or non-binary related. She would yell hostilely, "I do not care." I respond, "BS." Recently, it is starting to dramatically dawn on me that I am trans or non-binary. I mean, we done been new since 2021. You're on Egg IRL Reddit.
Yep.
You have stated multiple times looking in the mirror, you're like, that's a woman. We're there. We're here. We're here, baby. We support you.
We've been here.
Like, come here. Come
Hell
here.
yeah.
I got you. I got you, baby. Your identity is completely valid. Be a femboy. Be a trans girl. Be a non-binary high femme. Live your best life. We're here for you. The self-discovery journeys I have done has made me be more comfy with who I might be. My Reddit profile is riddled with posts that are oddly worded about me, wondering if I am trans or non-binary. It feels like I am now, just doing posts to get reassurance. I feel like a jerk. If I find out I am trans or non-binary publicly, then come out, I am so worried my support from her would not be authentic and just performance. Side note, I know now me using female names and pronouns during my femboy phase was me coping with dysphoria. Am I the asshole? No, I don't feel like it's wrong to want reassurance about this. I think you are completely valid in that. If you want to wear more femme clothing for a while and be a femboy for a little bit to see if it's comfy for you, if you want to switch your pronouns to she, her for a little bit to see if it's comfy for you, and then you discover later that it's not, you can go back.
Yeah.
And the people that matter, the people that actually love and care about you will respect that and accept you no matter what. The reverse is also true. Like, you know those ads and such, the toxic masculine sort of like, fellas, is deodorant too queer for you? This one smells like black powder and man stink. Your trans mask is gonna be like, oh really? Does it really? Oh yes, I would love to smell like man stink with my deodorant, thank you. And MK says the worst thing about men's deodorants is that they smell like concepts and not smells. I will say that my preferred deodorant is Old Spice Bear Glove. So yeah.
I'm proud of you for saying that.
Yeah, that's good. I use Bear Glove or so. Let's go! Bear Glove! Yeah! I literally only started buying it because of the Terry Crews Old Spice commercials. I will fully admit that. Give me ridiculous bullshit in my ads, you know?
As a bear and a glove, I prefer Bear Glove.
Not as a bear and a glove! No! I am compelled to change my preferred deodorant brand instantly. Wow, all right.